everyone, I'm Al and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm incredibly glad to be back because almost 4 months have passed since my last video, despite the fact that I actually planned to post at least one video a month, but unfortunately what I will do in this video took me almost 2 months because in the work itself there were a lot of problems which we will see in the video due to my not very extremely work experience with this material. Also, I made this figure as a surprise gift for my friends, so I couldn't display anything before giving it away what I made just 2 weeks ago. And in between all of this there was also such a thing as life, as well as a new blackout period in my country, so the half time I'm just sitting without light and I can't record anything. And in addition to all of this, the fact that it was the summer outside, I think everybody know about how much hot right now in the summer. I think everyone had problem related to the high temperature, because of which actually I can't do nothing normally and I just lying down and melting on my bed. But right now it's almost my new favorite season. It's autumn, temperature start to be better and I finally find the power in me to sit down to edit this video and post it for you. So I hope you'll be interesting and enjoy while watching this, and I hope I will really post something more in the future. And for this you of course can like this video and write a comment, subscribe if you of course like me, and have a good time. So let's start from really beginning. I think many of you know about Rushton toys, or you at least see it in the internet, and they all were made by American company and lasted from 1917 to 1988, what is 71 years of work, and during this time they make like really many toys. In our time they also became more popular because of Melanie Martinez, which used there in the music video, photo, and we also can see a big collection on the old photo from the old house. And it was thanks to they that me and my friends found about them. So we, with my friends, also both delighted with the ceramic products, so without thinking long, I decided to make him a gift by combining these two things. So inconspicuously asked, I chose the Yawning bunnies, and after making some sketches for easier work, it was time to start. Previously making a base of foil and wire, I started working with the clay and sculpting the face. And he did a little baby body face. I really liked it. He looked exactly how I wish. But unfortunately after dried the clay started shrinks, that's why the cracks appeared, so I was needed to mix water with the clay and try my best to fix it with my silicone brush. After finishing it, I move on to sculpting the body. Just as it was with the face, there were cracks on the body, but this time I smoothed them in a different way, just with water and cotton swab. Now it's time to sculpt these cute curls of hair that add a lot of charms to the old Rushton toys. And the most difficult part of sculpting begins, which is fur. For the first time I tried to make something similar to the fur that I usually saw on bear sculptures, but I didn't like it. Then I decided to make a fur coat as detailed as possible, but it was also absolutely not what I needed. Then I decided just to lay the clay chaotically in the layers, and this one was absolutely a mistake. Finally, after all these attempts, my brain remembered about rubber toy and ceramic statues that I also see on Pinterest and tried somehow to do something similar on my rabbit sculpture. When it dried, I mentioned one more big problem. The ears are constantly breaking at very base, and now I understand that this is because the wire I chose was too thin, so unfortunately I will have to break part of the head again in order to replace the wire with a stronger one. Now it's time to make a hand. I won't make the same mistake a second time, so for this time I immediately take a stronger wire, and to make holes for it I took a manual mini drills and drilling in the place where I will attach the base, and after tapping it with super glue to keep it from moving. beauty. But when I think the sculpting stage is end, unfortunately the new one problem is appeared. I started tapping lightly to check the strange, and it turned out that the upper layer did not stick to the lower one, and therefore simply began to crack and fell off. In order to not disassemble the entire upper layer and not to redo everything from zero, I again took my faithful friend's super glue and sealed the cracks. I also noticed that the places that break easily, which are most like just the cracks that I didn't fix properly before. And now when sculpting stage is finally finished, time to move into the paints. How you can see, I already have a failed attempt at painting the remains of which you can see, but let's just ignore it. And here we go again. I did not immediately notice that the bottom of the figure is uneven and wobble, so I returned the sandpaper to my hand and tried to fix it as much as possible. look at this sweet pinky, yay! I also put my stamp on the bottom so my friends will always remember who gives this to him. And it's time to cover it with varnish. From two which I have in home, I was using this one. The bottle says that this one is matte, but it's an absolute lie, just for notice. And I also use the cheapest synthetic brush for bringing on. After sweeping away everything from the figure, I begin to cover it. I really want to make a glaze effect, so in order to achieve at least a little similarity, I apply 3 or 4 layers. And the funniest part, after I finished it, I left it on the shelf and the polish ended up stick a little and took some of the paint off the bottom and it ended up being this. Oh my god. But let's pretend that nothing happened and just finally peg this handsome on his journey.